Hi guys, have you ever wanted to create a professional website without writing a single line of code? If so, then this video is for you. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you how to create a professional WordPress website without writing a single line of code. And we'll be using all free resources from uh, free plugin to free team builder to free web hosting. So if this sounds interesting, stick around and follow the tutorial step by step. And if you have any question, don't forget to drop the question in the comment section and I will respond to all your questions. So this is the design we'll be recreating. Mind you, this is not my design. I saw this design and I love the design and I would love to recreate the design. So what you have to do is follow me step by step. I also have the Figma file, so you can go there and look at the design and try to recreate the design. But I'll take you through the whole process of creating this design. So first we have the header section, which consists of the logo, um, the menus, and the login and sign up button. And we also have this beautiful hero section, um, this counter section. We also have this section, um, and you can go to the Figma file, which I'll also drop the link in the description. This is the Figma file we'll be creating from, we'll be using as our template. So this is just basically everything about the design. So for us to get started with this design, you need to download the WordPress software. But it's not really a software though. Well, it's very easy to download. If you go to your browser, you just search WordPress download. Um, Make sure you're downloading it from the WordPress website. That is wordpress.org/download. So if you click on it, you see the installation file here. So just click on download and you have something like this downloaded to your PC. Although I've already extracted this one, that's why you are seeing it this way. So you just extract it and you have something like this. You see WordPress, I think this is version 6.7.2. And the other application that you need that we'll use as our hosting, because we are not paying for hosting, so we want to use our computer to host as local host. So it's we use XAMPP. So ZAMPP. So just type XAMPP download and make sure you're downloading it from apachefriends.org, I think /download. So if you go here, you just select the one that is related to your PC. So just download any of them related to your PC here, and you have the setup file and you install it the normal way you install other apps on your PC. So if you successfully install the app, let me open mine. So you have something like this running. So this is the control panel of XAMPP, and the two major section we'll be using here is just the Apache and my SQL. So you can just click on, for the Apache, you click on Start. You see that Apache is running, and for my SQL, you click on Start. So now that our Apache and MySQL is running, what we can do next is to create our database. So to create your database, click on this admin button here. It will open in a browser. Then by the left hand side, you see a button there for that states new. So you just click on the button. So you see a box there where we can enter the name of our database. So we can just enter our database. So I'll just name this MP. Make sure the first alphabet there is a small letter, not a capital letter. So I'll just click on this create button. So our database has been created. So after creating our database, the next thing to do is go back to your where you downloaded your WordPress. So for me, this is the WordPress I downloaded. So what I can do here is I can move this WordPress to our htdocs folder. So just follow me. So what I can do here, I'll just copy this and go to your C drive. So if you go to your C drive, you'll see this folder named XAMPP. So you click on it, then you look for htdocs. So you click on it and we can paste the WordPress we copied here. So I'll just paste it here and just give it maybe some few seconds to paste there. So either you want to rename the WordPress before copying it, or copy it then rename it. So it's copied now here, so I can rename this as MP. So after renaming it, the next thing you do is you go to your browser and open a new tab, type localhost / this name you created here. So if you create let's say if you copied it and you didn't rename it, so what will be here is WordPress. So what you can type there is here is localhost / WordPress, but mine here is MP. So I'll go back to my browser and type localhost / MP. Make sure the words are correct. Then you click on the enter button and give it a few minutes for it to locate our folder on C drive. Okay, so here we have it. So we can start installing our WordPress now. So it says you should choose a language, so you choose the language that applies to you. So for me it's English United States. So I'll click on continue, then we can click on let's go. So it's asking for the name of our database. So here, this is the name of our database we created. So I can enter it here, MP, and username. So username, just enter Ruth, and password, just leave password empty because we didn't create any password, and everything is okay. So you can just click on submit. So if everything is good, you'll see this button here to run the installation. So I'll just click on the button there to run installation. So here is asking us for our site title. So you can just put anything here. For here, I'll just put MP. So for the username, make sure when you're creating your username, this is the username you use to log into your WordPress dashboard. So for the username, I'll just put admin there, admin. For the password, I'll put Ruth and confirm to use weak password. For the email, I'll just enter mp@gmail.com. Then I'll click on this button to install WordPress. So just give it some few seconds for it to install the WordPress. Okay, so it says success, WordPress has been installed, thank you and enjoy. So WordPress has successfully been installed on our local host. So we can click on this button here to log in to our WordPress. So it's asking for username, so I'll just enter the username we created, which was admin, and the password was root, R-O-T. So I'll click on this button to log in and give it some few seconds for it to log in. Yes, so we have successfully installed WordPress. So what I want to do next is to clean the WordPress. So I can click on this button to dismiss this, and I'll just click on this screen option here and click here. So I'll just take them out from here instead of taking them one by one. So this is clean. So I'll go to posts and see if there's any post. Yes, there's one post. I'll just click on this trash and go to trash and delete permanently. Okay, I think media is empty. So pages, let's see pages. Oh, there are two pages that have been created. I'll just click on both of them, click here and move to trash, apply. I'll go to trash and click both of them, delete permanently and apply. So the pages has been deleted. Go to comments, no comments. Okay, go to plugin. Let's see. Okay, these two plugin but they are not activated. So if you have a plugin that is activated, make sure you deactivate the plugin before you delete them. So both are not activated, so I can just click on this button to delete and click on this button to delete both of them. So I'll go to appearance and see for any theme there. Okay, so we don't want this theme. I'll just click on this to delete it and click on this one to delete it. Okay, in fact, let's add the theme that we'll be using. So click on this button here, add new theme, to add a new theme, and we'll be using this theme here, Astra. So I'll just click on this button here to install the theme. So you give it some few seconds for it to install. Okay, it has successfully been installed, so I can click on this button to activate it and give it some few okay, yeah, it has been activated already. So I'll just close this pop-up, and yeah, I'll just delete this one because we don't need it anymore. So I'll just click on this and delete. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. So let's just go to plugin and install the plugin that we'll be using. So I'll click on this button, add new plugin. So we can search here Elementor. Okay, let's see. Okay, make sure you are installing the plugin by Elementor. It has over 10 million plus active installation. So, and it was last updated 2 weeks ago. So make sure it's by Elementor. So I'll just click on this button here to install the plugin and just give it some few seconds for it to install on the computer. Okay, as this is installing, I'll just type WP form here. Let's install WP form. Okay, install this one. WP form, easy form builder for WordPress. Just click on this button to install it and just give it some few seconds or minutes depending on how fast your internet is for it to install. Okay, still installing. Okay, let's just wait. Okay, yeah, I think it has successfully been installed. So what I can do here is I can go to this installed plugin and see. So both of them are not activated yet. So I can click on this button here and click here and click activate for both of them and click apply. So you give it some few minutes or seconds for it to activate. Yeah, I think both of them now has been activated. So you can see it here by the left hand side that we have the WP form here and we have Elementor here. So these are the two plugins that we'll be needing to create our website or to design our website rather. So the next thing I can do here is to go to settings and go to reading, or I'll just go to permalinks. Okay, and if it's if this is selected custom structure, make sure post name is selected. So I'll just click on post name and scroll down and click on this button here, save changes. So it has been selected. So let's see how our website looks like now. Let's see. So it looks empty. So we'll be designing everything here. So right now it looks empty. Well, we'll be designing everything in few minutes. Okay, so I'll just try to confirm if everything if all the settings are okay. Let me go to general and see and pay. Yeah, I think if there are any changes, we can just change it later. So this is the design we'll be using as a template. So the first thing we'll be designing is our header here. This is our header section. So I'll start by creating this menu here. This is called menu. So and I'll create all this using pages. So we have home page, about us page, features page, pricing page, and contact us page. So to create your pages, you go back to your WordPress dashboard, you go to appearance. Okay, let me just create the pages. Go to here first, pages, and click on add new page. So here we can rename our first page as home page and click on this publish button here. So homepage has been created. Click on add new page. So the second page is about us. And click on publish. Okay, add new page. The third page is features. Click on publish. Add new page. I think we have contacts. We have contacts, publish, and we have pricing. So I think those are all the pages. So we can go back here. Okay, you see all the pages has been created: about us, contact, features, home, and pricing. So let's say this home page as our default home page, this page we created. So you can just go to settings and go to reading. Okay, you change it from your latest post to this static page. And for the home page, let's select the home page we created. So we select this and you scroll down and click on save changes. Yeah, so the next thing we want to do is go to appearance. Okay, and select menu. So let's create our header menu. So we want to create all this. So this is called the header menu, everything here. So I can just rename this a menu name. I can just say this is header. I can just say header menu, and I'll click on this create menu here. Okay, so it has been created. So now let's add the pages we created to the header menu. So to add them, by the left hand side you see pages. So what I can do is I can just go to view all. I'll select home page, about us, contact us, features, and pricing, and I will add all this to the menu. I'll just click on this button here, add to menu. So everything has been added. So let's see the order here. So it's about home page, about features, pricing, contact. Let's see is here, home, about, features. So I can just drag this here, pricing, just drag this here, and contact. I'll just click on this button here to save menu. Yeah, so it has been saved. So now let's start designing our header, which is this. So to design your header, just go here to this blank page and click on this button here, customize. So if you click on the button, it will open. You see this type of page here. So on the left hand side you look for header builder. So this is header builder. I'll just click on it and let's start designing our header, which is this. Right now you can see it just taking the default header from our theme, but let's start designing it from here now. So I'll just click on this button. So for the logo, which is this, mind you, I'll drop the link to all the logo, all the images we used for this design, so you can follow along. So for this, I've already downloaded this, but if you have a Figma file, it's very easy for you to download images from the Figma file. So what you can just do is I can just select this image to show that this image is the only thing I selected. If you come here, if you select the image, it will highlight it on your left, and I can just click on this eye icon here. You see that the image disappears. So that means I selected only that image. And what you can just do is you can scroll down, you see export. Make sure when you're exporting image is you're exporting it either in PNG or JPG, but I prefer PNG. But if you are exporting icon, like this is an icon, this is an icon. If you're exporting an icon, we always use SVG. So for this logo, it's an image, so I'll use PNG, and you click on this export um, button here. So when you click on the button, it will just like this. So you see it will take you to a folder that you can save the image. So I've already downloaded everything here, so I don't need to save it anymore. So you can just click on this button, save, and the image will be saved here. Well, I don't need it. So what I can do is I can just go back here and click on this select logo. So the media now is empty. What I can do is I can click on this upload, select file, and I will just mark all these files because I need all of them for my design, and click on this button, open. So all the files has been open here, has been uploaded to our media. So if you look at this logo here, for you not to confuse you, because there are two logos, one for the header and one for the footer. This logo here is a white logo, so what I need there is a white logo, which is this. You see, one is I think this is purple and this is white, so this is the one I need. So I can just select only that one and click on this select button and click on this skip cropping. So the logo is here because the logo is white and the background is white. You can't see it, but when we add our background inside, you're going to see the logo. So what we can do now is we don't need this here. This is our site title, so I can just scroll here, and for the site title I'll just take it out and click on this button here. So I think for the logo we are done with the logo. Then for this menu, this is on the left, but if you look at our design here, it is close to this. Our menu here is close to the logo. So what I can do here is I can just drag this one here to the left. Okay, just drag it there. Okay, so now it's there. So what I can do, I can click on this button for the primary menu and click on this button here, configure menu from here. Then for the primary menu, remember we created a menu which is header menu, so I can just select it from here because that's the only menu we've created. So I'll just select it from here, and you see that it changes to what we created earlier. So from here, I think we don't need any changes. I'll just click on this publish button. So now let's start designing our header. So I'll just go back and look for header builder. I'll click on this. Okay, so from here I'll just click on design, and I'll just scroll down, and okay, it doesn't have a border, so we don't worry about this. So for the text, if you look here at our design, you see that the color is like a grayish color, then the active color is white. So we can just make this design that all the inactive color should be a grayish color, but when it's active it is white. Like this home page is active, so I'll just go to our design here. So you see for the text color, if you hover on this, you see that on the normal color it is kind of gray. So I'll just select it, and if you want to get the color, I'm just doing like a general design. So if you want to get the color here, you can just select just one of them. Let's say I select this. Okay, let's see, select one of these. Fill. You see that this is the color they used here. So either you copy it, or okay, let me just copy this and go back to our design. So I'll just paste the color here, so we have that particular grayish color. So for here, this is when you hover on it, this is the color it takes, but I don't need any hover color, so I can just clear it here. So there is no hover color, and here is when it's active. So you can see that when it's active, it's showing for this home page, because it's active, it's showing, I think this is blue kind of. So but we don't need it as blue, we need it as when it's active, the color is white. So you won't see it here because the background is white also. Yeah, so I think that's all for the color. Now for the fonts, if you look at our design here, the fonts for that is Roboto and 16 pixel. Roboto, the name of our font is Roboto, and it has 16 pixels. So I can just customize it here. So menu fonts, I'll click on this button here. So instead of inherent, I'll put Roboto, and here put regular, which is normal, and font size is 16. So everything about that is set. So I can just click on publish. Yeah, so I think the next thing we have to do is these two buttons here, the sign up button and the login button. So I'll just click on this, and here I'll just click on this plus icon here. I'll look for button here. I'll just click on button. So the button is added. So to edit it, just click the button, and instead of button, what we have there is sign up. So I have the sign up, and I'll just take this out. Okay, so I'll just go to design. Let's design. Okay, for the text color, which is this, is white. So select white. It's already white, so I'll just select white. So for the background color, we have something like black. Well, I think it's not totally black, so I can just see the color here. You see, this is the color. Okay, I can just copy the color here and go back here, and for the background color, I'll just scroll down and paste this here. Yeah, so that's the color. Okay, so it doesn't have a border, so I can just take the border out. So border radius here should be 0. Oh, I need to link all together, so I'll just change it to 0. Okay, others. Okay, for the padding, I feel this button is too big, so I can just make this 10. Oh, sorry, I'll just make this 10 and make the bottom 10. Here I can just make this maybe 20, and here left 20. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, for the font color, for the font text, I think, okay, let's see, it's Roboto and 20 pixel, but I can just make this Roboto, and here I can just make it bold. Let's just make this 18. Is it big? Or let's say 20. 20 is too big, so I'll just make it 16. Yeah, I think 16 is fine. Let's see if it matches our design here. Yeah, for me it's fine. Okay, so let's create our second button, which is the login button. So to create it, I can just click here, the plus, you see a plus there, and I'll just click on it. And we don't have any button here because we are not using the paid version, we are using the free version. So to create the second button, what we can do is we can click on this widget here and just click on it. Okay, I'll just click on this publish button. So the widget is created, but it's on the left right, so I'll just drag it here to our left, and what I can do is I will just click on this add block and click on heading. So we'll just type login, login. Okay, so let's start customizing that. So to customize that, just click on this button here. Okay, and click on show more settings. So for the text color, I'll leave it as white, because if we make it I'll leave it as black, because if we make it white, it's supposed to be white. If we make it white now, we can't see the design, so I'll leave it as black first. And okay, for the border, no border radius. Okay, I think this is fine. Okay, so let's change the size. To change the size, I'll click on this button here, design, and for the font size, I'll make the font size 16 or 17. Let's see. Okay, I think 18 is fine. Yeah, 18 is fine. Okay, I think we can just change the color now, because we've gotten our design. So I'll just click on this, click on show more settings. For the text color, is white, so you can't see it now because the background is white. So I'll just click on this publish button. Okay, so from here we are done with our header design. So what I can do is I can just go here and let's see. Okay, see design here. You can see it fully now because the background is white. So now let's add this hero section here so that you can see the background. It's a transparent header, so let's add this background here so that you can see all the design that we did in our header section. So what you can do is you can click on this edit page. Just click on the edit page. So we have it here. So what I want to do, I want to do some changes here. So if you look up here, you see extra settings. So you click on it. Okay, so you see for the container layout, let's change it to full width. So you click on full width and you scroll down. So for the sidebar, we don't need any sidebar, so you click on this one here, no sidebar. Okay, so go to advanced, click on advanced settings. So for the transparent header is inherent, so click on this one, enabled. Return to posts and you click on this save button here. So I think we are done with all the settings here. So what I can do here now is to click on this button, edit with Elementor. So I can click on this button here. So we have our Elementor running now. So I can click on this button here, skip. So this is Elementor. So what we can do now is to add our background. So to add our background here, I'll just click on this plus icon here to add a container and click on Flexbox, and it's asking us for the structure. So if you look at our design here, you see that it has a structure that is going from the left and right, that is going from here to here. So we'll select this as our structure, this one here. So I'll select that, and here we can just do some adjustments. So for the content width, let's change it to full width, and for the width, let's go here and see, look at our design. Okay, for the width, so this is the width, 1440, and the height 994. So here we change our width and height 1440. So our width is okay, and our height is 994. So here, so that is our width and height. So we have our width and height. So I can just go here to style, or let me see if I had to do any other settings here. Oh, I think it's fine. So I'll just go to style, and to add a background, you see background type, you click on this classic, and instead of color, you can use color if you want, but I'll use image because we downloaded all the images. So I'll choose image. So this is the background we'll be using. I'll select it and click on select. So we have our background there. So if I minimize it, you can see our header, how it looks now. It looks exactly like this. So our header is done here. So what I can do here now, I can click on this publish button. Yeah, okay, so our header is done. So I can just refresh it to see. So I'll get a full design. Yeah, so I can just click on this button here to edit with Elementor. Okay, yeah, I'll just close this. Got it. Okay, so now let's start our proper design. So the first thing we have to design here is this section and this section. So what we can do is we can add two container inside this parent container. So this is what I mean. So if I drag a container here and I put here, so we have one container. So this is our parent container. So we have one container here. So here I can just change the settings of this container. I can just change this to full width, and for the minimum, okay, I'll just change the width to 50%. Yeah, I think the minimum height is fine, and I can just duplicate this. Just click on duplicate. Yeah, so we have these two. So this container here on the left will take everything on the left here, and the container on the right, which is this, we take everything here, which is just this one image basically. So what I can do here is I can just start dropping my design. So what design do we have there first? So we have this header, then followed by followed by these two buttons. So I can just start dropping them here. So I just click on this plus icon to add elements. So the first element we have there is our header, or better still, I'll just click on this first container, and if you look at the container here, everything is going from up to down. So I'll just change the direction of this one here, that everything should go from up to down. So for this one, I'll just change it. For the direction, I'll put vertical here, so everything should go from up to down. So I can just click on this plus icon, click on this heading, drag the heading here, so we have the heading, then click here. So the next one there is this. So I'll just click on text editor and drag it below the heading, so we have the text editor. Okay, so the next one there is, let me see, so the next one there is button. But if we add the two buttons here, you see that the two buttons will, this button will be here, fine, but this one, because we said everything in this container should go down, this is what I mean. So if I say I want to add the button, so if I search b button here and I drag it under here, and I want to add another button, so if I drag this button here, you see that because I said everything in this container should take the vertical to go vertically, you see that everything here will go vertically regardless. So what I can do, I can just delete this button here and delete this button here and create another container inside here. I'll just drop it here, and in this container I can say that only the button should go from right to left, which is row. Okay, now here I can drag the buttons inside, so I can just search button and drag it here, and I can just simply duplicate these buttons, so everything here is now in row. So the next thing we have there is this. So what I can do here, so this is like a heading, so I can just drag the heading elements here below the button. Yeah, okay, so this one, let's see the next one. Okay, so this is an image and this is an image, so I can just drag two images here and upload the images. So I'll just click on here, and this is image, I'll just drag it here and upload the first image, which is this. Okay, and okay, better still, I can just, okay, I'll just drag this second image here and upload the image. Okay, I think this is the image. Yeah, okay, so now let's start our proper design. Okay, or I'll just go here for this container and drag the image. If you look here, you see that this is an image, so I'll just drag this image here. So just start designing everything here at once. So I'll just go here and select this, add element, image. I'll just drag it here and I'll just select the image. So this is the image we have. Okay, card. Okay, yeah, I think this is the image. I'll just select it. Yeah, so the image is there. Okay, I can just container. Okay, center. Yeah, okay, I think everything is fine now. So let's start designing our image, our left hand side. So the first thing we have there is this heading, which is this. So I can just copy this, copy and go here, and for this heading I will just paste it here. So let's start designing it. So let's look at our dimensions and see. So for this heading, okay, the font name is Inter bold and it has 60 pixel. So I can just go here. So to style it, just click on style. Okay, so for the typography, I'll just click here. So the name is Inter. Okay, it has 60 pixel and is bold. Yeah, so we have it there for the typography. So for the color there is white, so I'll just change it to white. Yeah, so let's see. Now if you look at this, you see that it's coming up to where our header is. So let's add some margin here. So we take this one down a little bit. So what we can do is we can click on the container that and go to advanced. So you see margin there. So make sure you unlink it from here. So for the top, we can just add here maybe 120. Let's see. Yeah, I think 120 is fine. Well, let's see how it looks here. Okay, let's say 140. Let's say 140. Let's see how 140 will look. 140. Yeah, I think 140 is fine. So we can also add 140 here. Go to advanced, unlink this, and for the margin, 140. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so we are done with this. So the next one there is this text editor. I'll just copy this. I'll just go here, text editor. I'll just paste that here, and I'll just change. I'll go to style. Let's see. So for the text editor, it's Roboto and 20 pixel medium. So I'll just go here, just click typography. Yes, Roboto already. So here's 20 pixel normal. Yeah, that's regular. And I'll just change the font color here. I'll just change it to maybe that. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, and just click on publish. Okay, let's see how it looks. Yeah, it looks great. Okay. Okay, so I can let's customize the button. So for the button, I'll just click on this first button there, and what do I have there? So here I have Play Store, and here I have App Store with two icons, and the background color is black. So I'll just go here. So for here I have, here is Play Store. Okay, and this one is App Store. Let's see, Apple Store. I can just copy this. Okay, yes, Apple Store. Okay, so I can just change the icon. So to put an icon here, so you see an icon button here. So I'll just so if you downloaded an icon, so you can just upload it here. Well, I think this Elementor has an icon library that has that particular icon. So here is Play Store. So this is the icon. Just select it, click on insert, and here I'll just go here to icon library and select Apple, and click here and click on insert. So I'll just change the background from green to black. So what I can do, okay, let me just add a little spacing. Okay, I think maybe 7 is fine. Yeah, so for this also I can just type 7. Okay, I think that's fine. So I'll just go to style, and for the color I'll just change it to black. Yeah, this one also for the color I can just change this. Okay, go to style, for the color I can just change this to black. I think black is fine. Okay, let's see. Okay, but if you notice, you see that this is not on the same line with this. So what I can do is I can just click on the parent container and go to advanced. Okay, for the margin, make it 0, padding, make it 0. Yeah, so now I think everything is on the same line. I can just make the button size bigger because it looks small to me. So for this button, I can just go to style. Okay, let's see. Okay, position, I think it's fine. Okay, typography, border radius, padding. Let's see. Okay, for the top, I can just make the top maybe 10, and the bottom I can just make it 10. Let's see. Okay, or I can just leave it as default. Okay, let's say button. Okay, let me just add let's say 30 here, or 15. Let's say 15. Let's make it. Okay, I think that's fine. And for this, just scroll down and make it 15. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, yeah, I think that looks good to me. Okay, so let's customize this. So what we have there, we have so this is that, and it's inter 25 semi bold. So let's do some changes there. So I'll just paste that here. So this, okay, I'll just go to style, go here and name inter, that's 25, and semi bold. Yeah, and I'll just change. Okay, I'll just make it capitalize. Okay, and go here to the text color, make it white. Yeah, I think that's all for this one. And for this one, I'll just change it. I'll just do a little settings here. I'll just make this full, and okay, I'll just go to the style, and for the alignment I'll just make it left align, same as this. Here I'll just make this one full, and for the style I'll make it left align. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything about this section, the hero section. Yeah, okay, let's see. Okay, so we need to add this button here, this image rather. So let's add this image here of this arrow. Okay, so what we can do is, so what we can do is to add, see, okay, yeah, fine, okay, let's see, okay. So what we can do is to add an image. So click here, okay, I'll just scroll down here and add an image, drag image, put here, let's see. Or better still, I can just go here and duplicate this image, okay, and instead of this image I will just choose that arrow. So this is the arrow here, just select. So the arrow is there. So to customize it, I'll just go to advanced, okay. So for the position, instead of default, I'll just select absolute. So absolute, when you select absolute, you can drag the image anywhere. So I can drag the image anywhere I want. So I want the image to be somewhere here. Let's see. I'll just take it up a little bit. Here, I think. Yes, fine. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Okay, I'll just reduce this a little. So okay, I'll just go to the parent container, which is this. So instead of 9, I'll just put 900. Let's see. Yeah, I think that looks better. Yeah, that looks better for me. That looks better for me. Okay, so we are done with this, our header section. So the next section we'll be looking at is this section here, which is our counter section. So what I can do here, the background is white, so, and everything is going in row. So what I can do here is I can just go here and click on this button, click here and click on this button here. Okay, so I can change this to full width, and the height I can just, okay, let's say 200, okay, or let's say 200 is fine. I think that's fine. 207 is fine. So I can start adding my, I'll just close this and rename it hero section. Okay, I'll just close this. Okay, so for this next section, what I can do here is, for all this, I'll add a parent container which will contain everything here. So I'll add a parent container, then I'll add a sub container. So I've added the parent container, which is this one here. So I can go here and change the background here. So instead of adding an image, I'll just change it here with the color. I'll just drag the color is white. So you see, when I change the color here, it changes to any color I move it to. So I can just drag it to white because the background is white. Then I can just click on this button here and add another container inside here, which is a sub container, and change it to full width. So I want this container here because if you look here, you see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 items. So I want each container So that's 100. If one is 100 and I want four things to be inside, so that's 100 divided by 4. So each of them will take 25%. So I can just go here. So for this top container, for the width, instead of 100%, here I'll just put 25%. Okay, so if we have one as 25%, we can get 4. So I'll just duplicate it 3 times. Yeah, so we have the 4 of them here. So now let's start our design here. So what I can do here is to add this. So this is called counter. So if I go here and I click on this plus icon and I search counter, you see this here. I can just drag this here and put here. Okay, now I'll just start the design. So from here, okay, in fact I can see that if you look here, you see we have some spacing here, so I can just create that spacing. So I'll go to this okay, I think I can just do it from here. I'll go here and go to advanced. Okay, unlink it, and for the top I can just add maybe, okay, I think I'll just do it from here. So here I'll go to advanced, top, I can just, yeah, I can just pick it this way, maybe 70 is fine. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I think 70 is fine. Okay, I'll make the top and bottom 70. Okay, I think that's fine. So I'll just go here, and so for the first element we have here 115k, and here we have active user. So I'll just copy that. I'll just go here, and here I'll just write 115, and for prefix and suffix, for prefix is what comes before, and for suffix is what comes after. So the k comes after, so I'll just put k there. And okay, what do we need here? Okay, for this school number we have active user, so I'll just paste that there. Okay, so let's start our design. So here, okay, let's see. Okay, so here's black and here's like kind of gray, so I'll just go to style. Okay, let's see, I think this is fine. Okay, title gap. Okay, so I'll just go to the number here, and instead of this color, I'll just change it to black. Okay, and for the typography, let's see. For the typography is Roboto 20. Okay, no, that's inter 39 pixel bold. Inter 39 pixel bold. So I'll just click here, and instead of Roboto, that's inter 39 pixel. Oh, I think that's too small. I'll just make it bigger. Sometimes you can just, yeah, customize it based on your discretion. I just make it 60. Okay, just make it bold. Yeah, I think that's fine by me. Okay, so that's for the number. For the title, I'll just change this color here, maybe to this, not totally black. Yeah, I think that's fine. And typography, I'll just make it Roboto. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, yeah, I think that's totally fine. So here I can just select this and go to layout and make everything center. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, okay, just minimize it and see how it looks. Yeah, I think that's fine. Or I'll just add a little space in here for the number and active user. So I'll just click here and title gap. I'll just add maybe, okay, maybe 7 is fine. Yeah, 7 is fine. So I'll just click on publish. Oh, okay, let's see. I think the number changed, the color, did it? Black. Okay, yeah, I think that's fine. I'll just click on publish and okay, just go here. Let's see. So what we can do here, if you look at our design here, you see that we have this kind of a separator between them. So let's create the separator in our design. So to create the separator, what you can do is, if you go to this container here, you go to style, go to border, or let's, okay, I think it's by default white, so let's just go to border, and for the border type, let's select solid. So if you select solid and you minimize it, you see that the fore side has a solid black color, but we just want it here. So what you can do is, for the border width, we just leave it the way it is. So for the border radius, I'll just unlink it, and for the top, we don't need for the top, we don't need for the okay, no, I think that's for border width, not border radius. So I'll just unlink this. So for the right side, I'll just put 1. Yeah, let's see. That's top. Oh yeah, that's top. So I'll just take that out and go to the right and put 1 there. Let's see. Yeah, exactly what we want. So I can just change the color there to kind of gray, so like this, and I will just reduce the opacity a little bit. Yeah, maybe something like that's fine. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. Okay, so what we can do now is we have 1 already, so I can just delete this other 3 and just duplicate it and duplicate this one. So I can just click on that and duplicate, duplicate, and duplicate. Yeah, so we can just change everything inside. So for this second one, what we have there is 85k and total download. So I can just go here. So instead of 115, here is 85. So I'll just type 85k, and instead of active user, we have total download. So I'll just change this. Okay, okay, so this one here, we have 50% and user growing. So I will just change that. So instead of this, I'll put 50, and instead of k, I'll put percent, and here I'll change to user growing. Okay, so for the last one we have so this is 10K and excellent review. So I'll just copy that and change. So this is 10K, so yes, 10, and here is excellent review. Okay, okay, let's see. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we have everything like this now. Well, if you look here, you see that we don't have this line here, but in our design here we have this here. So let's take this out. So to take it out, let's just close here, and to take this one out, I'll just select the container for this, which is this, and go to style, go to border, and here I'll just make this 0 and click on publish. Okay, just minimize this. Yeah, it's no longer there. So this is our header section, this is our counter section. Okay, I think it's looking it's looking it's looking good. So the next section we'll be creating is this section here. So to create this section, also very easy. So what we can do is we can create two sections here, one on the right and one on the left. So I'll just go here, I'll just close this and click on this button, click on this, and click on this directional button here. So okay, so from here I'll just close this to click change that to full width, and for the minimum height I can just, okay, let's say 600. Let's see, oh, or let's say 500. Okay, I think 500 is fine. Okay, so let's start adding our elements. So I'll just click here and drag this element here, this container rather. So change this to full width, and here I can just, instead of making this 100%, because we need two inside, so I can make this 50% here, and I'll just duplicate this so it goes side by side. So for the first one here we have this image here, so I'll just upload the image there. So what I can do is I'll just go here for image, I'll just drag image here and select the image. I think this one, yeah, select the image. So we have the image there, and for the right hand side what we have is we have this heading, we have this text editor, and we have a button. So I can just drag them there before editing. So we have, okay, let me just close this. So there we have the heading. Okay, we have the text editor. Okay, I think we have the text editor. Just drag it there. Okay, we have another text editor, and we have a button. So I'll just type button there. I'll just drag it here. Yeah, so let's start designing this page. So what I can do first, I can click on this and scroll down and put the content to center, and I can go here and copy this one. Okay, go here and go to our heading, paste. Okay, Okay, here I can go here, copy this. Okay, I think I'll just design this first. So what we have there is interbold 39 pixel. So I'll just go here, go to style. Okay, click here, just enter. Okay, here 39 pixel, and here bold. Okay, just change it to capitalize. Yeah, so we have it there. Okay, and the color is black, kind of black. Yeah, well, I'll just select black, but I think it's somewhere around there. Okay, so for this one we have this color there. Just copy. Okay, just come here and paste. I think the color is fine. Let's check the typography. So for the typography, we have Roboto 16 pixel. So I'll just go to style. Okay, go here, Roboto, and make this 16 pixel. Normal. Okay. Yeah. Just okay. I think the color is fine. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that. And this one here, we have this text editor. I'll just copy that. Okay, and go here, paste. I think that's same as this Roboto. Is it Roboto? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Just click here. Roboto 16 pixel. So this is Roboto, and I'll make it 16 pixel. Okay. Okay, I'll just go to advanced because there's too much space here. So I will just click on this, and for the top, I'll just make it minus, let's see, maybe minus 30 is fine. Just minimize this. Yeah, I think minus 30 is fine. Okay, and I'll just do one more thing. I'll just add a padding. If you look at our design here, you see that there's a little space here. So I'll just add a padding to the left. Okay, I'll just come here. I'll go to our parent container, go to advanced, unlink this, and for the right side I'll add, okay, let's see. Oh, sorry, I think that's margin. I'm supposed to add padding, so I'll just add a padding. Let's see. Oh, the left, yeah, not the right, sorry. Okay, I'll just add 50. I think 50 is fine. Let's see. Yeah, I think 50% padding is fine. Okay, so let's customize our button. So here we have start 14 days trial. I'll just copy that, go here, click on the button, and I'll just paste it there. It doesn't have an icon, so I'll just change the background. So I'll just change the background color to black. Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's fine. So what we can do here is, if you look at our design, you see that we have this image also. So I'll just upload the image here. Let's see. I'll just click here, image. Okay, I think I can just put it here and select the image. I think this is the image. I'll just click here, select. I'll go to advanced, scroll down. For the position, I'll make it absolute. and I can drag it here. Oh, oh, okay. I think something wrong with that. I can just delete that. Just drag image, put it here, select image. I think this is the image. Select, go to advanced. Okay, let's see. Absolute. You can just drag the image here. Yeah, let's see how it looks. Okay, it needs to go down more here. Okay, you can just drag it more here, take it to the right. Let's see how it looks. Okay, I can just take it up a little bit. Okay, yeah, I think that should be fine. I'll just take it down a little bit. I think that should be fine now. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. So I'll just add a little more margin at the bottom. So I'll just go here at the parent container. Okay, just click here for the parent container, go to advanced. So for margin, or for the layout, I'll just, instead of 500, I can just make it maybe, oh, I think I made a mistake. So here 500, and I'll go to advanced for the margin. Here for the bottom, I can just, okay, let's see. Let's see, I can just make it 170. Just make it 70 pixel. Yeah, I think it's fine here. We just need a little space in here. So I think here is fine. Here is fine. Okay, here is fine. So the next we'll be creating is this. Okay, we've created this. Let's create this. Let's create this. So let's create this one. Yeah, I think this one is very easy because it's just like this design, but the image now is on the right and this text is on the left. So what I can do here is I can just close this. Let's see. Okay, and click on this here, and I'll just close this one here. I'll just close this one here. So this one here is what we can duplicate. So I'll just click on this and duplicate this. So we have it here. Okay. So what I can do here is I can just open this one. So this container is for this container here. So what I can do, I can just switch them. Yeah. So we have it there. If I minimize it, you see how it looks. Yeah. So I can just change the content. Okay. So this one here, I can just change the image. So we have this image. Let's see. So we have this image. So I'll just change the image there. I'll just choose another image. I think we upload. Okay, I think this is the one. Yeah. Just select it. Now just change the text. So the first thing we have there is this. Let's see. Just copy that. Come here and I'll just paste it. Okay, I think I can just leave this to the way it is. And for this button, I think we have a different text in the button, get started and an arrow. So I can just copy that and click on the button. So click here, get started, and just go here, arrow. Let's see. I'll just add this arrow there, insert. So it's here. I don't want it here, I want it here. So I can just click on this button here, end. So I think this section, we are done with this section. Very easy. So I can just click on publish. Okay, let's see how our website look before we continue. So I'll just click here, open in a new tab. Yeah, so this is how it looks. I think the header section is good. This section is good. Yeah, image. Okay, the counter section is good. This section is looking good also. Okay, oh yeah, this section is looking okay. I need to change this image here. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so for this image, this one here, I can just upload the other image, which is this one, and I'll just click on select, and I'll just place it somewhere around there. Let's see. Okay, I need to bring it down and to the right a little. Okay, okay, put it here. I just need to delete that one and upload a new one. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, this is the image. Just select it, go to advanced, scroll down to absolute value. Okay, I have it there. I can just drag it here, put it here. Let's see how it looks. Okay, I'll just move it to the right, or to the left rather. Okay, yeah, I think it's looking good to me. So the next section we'll be creating is this section. So create this section. Okay, so now here we have the background as black, so we can create this. So I'll just go here, and you see everything is going from up to down. Then here we'll create another container to make everything go from left to right. So but everything in this container is going from up down like this. So yeah, so I'll just click on this button here, click here, and the direction it will be this. Okay, and I'll just change this to full width, and I'll just make the minimum height maybe 6, let's say 700. Oh, that's fine for now. Okay, and I'll just change the background color to white, to black rather, because I think the background color there is black. Yeah, I'll just change it to black. Let's see how it is. Okay, yeah, that's what we want. Okay, so let's start adding our elements inside. I'll just close this one. Okay, so the first element we have there is this heading, then text editor. So I'll just add both. So click here, add heading, and click here, add text editor. Just click here. Okay, so for the heading, I'll just copy this. Okay, and paste it here. And for the text editor, I'll just copy this and paste it there. Let's see. Okay, this. Okay, I'll paste it here. Yeah. Okay, so let's start designing our heading. So I'll just go to style. I'll center, make it center. Okay, and go to text and make this white. Okay, so let's do some little design here. So for the heading, think we have inter bold 39, so I will just go here, and for the typography here I'll just change this to inter, here 39 pixel, and here I'll change to bold. So we have that. Okay, I think if you look at our design here, you see that there's a little space there, so I'll just add some space there. So okay, I'll just go to this container and go to advanced. So for the padding, okay, I'll just go to, for the top, let's see, just add some padding to the top. Let's see, maybe 100. Let's see how 100 looks. Yeah, I think 100 is fine. Okay, okay, I'll just change this text, go here and go to defaults, capitalize. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so for this, I think I copied it already. Okay, I'll just make the color, let's see how it is. Roboto 16 pixel. So I'll just go to style, make it center, click on the typography, Roboto, and make it 16 pixel. Yeah, I think that's fine. For the color, I'll make it a little bit white here. I think here is fine. Okay, and I'll go to advanced, and for the padding I'll make, okay, for the top, I think at the top it's okay. For the right, I'll make it maybe 70, and left 70. Oh, that's 700. Okay, let's see. Okay, okay, I think that's fine. Okay, so let's add this. So to add this, to make everything go from right, if I add another element, you know, it's going to go next like this, but we don't want it. So we want everything to go from left to right. So what I can do is I can add a new container and give it a direction. So I can just drag this here and give it a direction of row and change this to full width. So everything in this container we go inside as row. So I can add, let's see, I can add another container which will contain everything here. So what I can do is click here, okay, go to container, drag the container here, okay, it's full width, and here, because we have 4 elements here, so I can give each of them, so this will be this element will be 25%, so it can contain, the 4 of them can contain here. So I can just go here and click on this container here. So for the width, I'll make this 25%, and I can duplicate it 4 times. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we have the 4 of them. So if you look at this one, you see that the container is carrying a white background and it has a curve on the edge. If I click on it, okay, you see that the corner radius is 20. So let's do some settings there. So for this one, let's click on the first one. I'll go to style, I'll change the color of the background to white. Okay, white, and I'll go here to border, and for the border radius I will add 20. So for the four sides, yeah. So we have something like this. So because there's nothing inside, that's why it's in it this way. So now let's add another element inside. So the best element we can use for this, let's see. So if I go here, add elements, okay. Okay, I think we can just use icon box. Let's search for icon box. Okay, we can use this icon box. I can just drag it here. Yeah, so we have it like this. If I minimize it now, you see the difference. Yeah, you see how it looks now. So from here, let's start customizing our icon box. So the first thing we have is this. So here, because we can see this type of icon in Elementor icon library, so we can just download this one. So to download this particular icon inside here, so you select only the icon. So to show that only the icon is selected, if I unselect it, you see that the icon is no longer there. So just go here. So instead of PNG, make sure it's SVG. Click on SVG and click on the export button. So I've already exported it, so I just need to upload it. Although you don't need any of this file, because every of the file will if you check the description, you will see every of the file there. So I can just go here and upload. Okay, enable. Okay, I'll just media. Okay, let's see. I'll just go here, select. I'll just select these two because I've already downloaded them. So I'll just open. Okay, so you can see it here. I'll just click on insert. Okay, you can see it here because the color is white and this background is white. So I'll just change it here to stack. Okay, and here I'll change it to rounded. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's the same design here, rounded. Yeah, so I can just change this color. I can just pick that color there, which is this. I'll just change the color. I'll just go to style. Let's see. Okay, icon. I'll just change the color here before I start any design. So I'll just paste that color there. Okay, let's see if we have to do any design here. Okay, this is a heading. Let's change that. So we have what we have there is bill payment, and it's 20 pixel roboto. So I'll go here, click on this, paste bill payment. Okay, and here we have, let's see, we'll just copy this, just go here and now paste it here. Okay, so let's start our styling. So icon position is fine. Okay, spacing, icon spacing, let's see, I think 20 is fine. Let's see, 20. Okay, content spacing, I think content spacing is okay. So icon, I think I just changed the color. Icon size, I think we need, okay, I think I'll just put it that way. I think that's fine. Yeah, 40 is fine. Let's see, padding, let's increase the padding, okay, to like 20. Let's see, yeah, 20 is fine. Okay, I think everything is fine by me. I'll just close this. So for the content, I'll just change this color here. I think the color is black. Yeah, and the typography, just let me see. Okay, I think we have, let's see, 16 pixel. No, that's, let's see, for this 20 pixel, not 16 pixel. So there we have 20 pixel. Okay, I'll just change this to capitalize. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so for this one, I'll just make it a little bit darker. Okay, I think this is looking good already. Yeah, I think it looks good to me. Yeah, I think it's fine. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay. Okay. So what we can do here is we can just delete this one, and we can just duplicate this. Okay. And duplicate this one. So what we just have to do is to change everything inside. Yeah, to change the icon, this text and all of that. So this is how you can design this. So if you have one, if you look here, we have this and we have this. So what I can do here is I can duplicate this full container that contains everything here. So I have this, I can go here and close this, and if I select this, you see that it highlights that it's a container that contains everything here. So I can duplicate this one, duplicate. Yeah, so if I duplicate it, I have it there. Let's see. Exactly. So instead of designing it from afresh, I just duplicate it and I have the exact design there. But if you look here, you'll see that this particular design is different. So let's design just this one. So if I go here, I'll just close this. Okay, and scroll here. So everything here in this icon box, I don't need it, so I'll just delete it. And first, what we have there, we have this heading. Let's copy this and a button. So I'll just put this there and select this and go here and select the heading, paste it here and add a button. So this is the button. I'll just drag it here. So for the heading, just paste what we have there. Okay, and go to style, adjust to center. In fact, I'll just click here and make everything center. Okay, click here, and I think the typography, I'll just go here, able to, let's say 16. Okay, no, 16 is too small. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Oh, 25 semi bold. So we have 25. Okay, and semi bold. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just close this. Okay, I think I just have to make this capitalize. Yeah, okay, and change the color to black. Okay, so there we have. So for the button, I'll just go here and copy this, explore now. Okay, and change it here. No icon, so I'll just go to style, click here. Okay, drag it here and change the typography. So here I'll just change to capitalize and I will just make it center. Yeah. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything about this section. So I'll just add a little padding at the bottom. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'll just add a little padding here. I'll just increase the minimum height. Let's see, just go here and look for the container. I think this is the container. No, no. Okay, just close here. Let's see. Yeah, so this is the container. I'll just go to layout and I'll just increase 7. Let's see. Okay. Okay, just make it. Let's see. Let's see how it looks. I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So, okay, let me minimize this and make sure you always click on publish, because if you go anywhere or if you refresh the page without clicking on publish, that means you have to start from afresh. So I'll just click on publish. Let's see how our website looks now. Okay, yeah, okay, so the home page is looking good. Okay, this page is looking good. Hero section is looking good. Okay, the counter section is looking good. Okay, this section is looking good. Okay, this section is also looking good. Okay, this section, yeah, I think everything is looking good. So now we are done with the header section. We're done with all other sections. Let's create the footer. Okay, I'll just close this. I'll just go here. So let's create the footer design. Oh, to design the footer, what we need to do first is to come here. I'll just close this. I'll just refresh. Okay, and I'll click on this customize, just like the way we created our header. So I'll click on this to customize. Okay. Oh, before we even customize, so let's look at our footer. So this is our design. So what we need to do is to create a footer menu, just like we created the header menu. So let's create a footer menu, but we'll not be creating this as pages. We'll be creating this as link. So I'll just copy this. So to create it, you remember the way we created our header menu. So I'll just go here. I'll go to appearance. I'll go to menu. So we've created header. I'll just click on this button, create new menu. So okay, I'll just click create footer menu and click on this button to create. So the footer menu is created, but we don't need to create a page to see it here. So instead of creating a page, I'll click on this button, custom link. Here I'll just put hash, and here I'll put the first one we created. I'll add to menu. Okay, so the second one is campaign. I'll just copy that, come here. Okay, sorry, hash, and I'll just add to menu. Okay, let's see, the third one is branding. Here I'll just hash, and here paste, add to menu. And the last one is offline. Let's see, just copy that, come here, and here offline, add to menu. Okay, so now we have one of our footer, but I'll just be creating only this one. So what you have to do is the same way we created our footer. So if you want to create this other footer, so I've already created this one as footer menu here. So if you want to create this one, you just name it as footer menu 1 and this one footer menu 2, but don't create the same name because I've already created footer menu here. So you just create on footer menu 1 as this, and you just copy this as a custom link and you add to menu. But I'll just be creating this one and using it for the 3 places. Hope you get what I mean. Okay, so what I can do here is we've already created the footer menu, so I can just go to the customize and look for footer builder, which is this. So I'll click on it. So the first thing I'll do is to change this. So if you look at our design here, you see that we have this. I'll just copy and go here. So for the copyright, I'll just come here and here I'll just paste that. Okay, so let's start our design properly. So what we need, so for the first section, we need this logo and this social icon. So what I can do is here I can just click here and I'll just add this HTML. Okay, I'll just click here to edit it. Just remove the text there, click on add image. Okay, I think this is the image here. I'll just insert. Okay, so I'll just move it to the left. Yeah, okay, I think that's fine. I think that's here. Okay, first I'll just change this because we have, if you look here, our background is white, so I'll just change that background to white. So I'll click on this button there. Okay, go to design. For the background color, I'll change it to white. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so I'll click on this button and look for social icon for social. I'll click there. Okay, I'll just click on it, and we have 3 here, but here we have 4, so we don't have indeed. So I'll just go here, click on this drop down and select LinkedIn and click here, add to social. So the 4 of them is there. So I can just take this to the right. Yeah, I think that's fine. So okay, let me just go to design and see if I have to do any other design. I think this size is fine. I'll just increase the space to like 28. It's fine, 28 is fine. Okay, maybe I'll just change this to 20. Yeah, okay, yeah, I think that's fine. I'll just click on publish. Okay, so we are done with this section. So the next section would be this section. So if you look here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 section inside this section. So what I can do is here we just have 3, so I can just click on this button here and go here for the column. I'll select 4 and I'll select this one here. Okay, so let's start customizing this other section. So first, let's look here. So we have this, our menu, this menu here. So what I can do is I can just click on this button there and click on widgets. Okay, and I'll just click on the widgets, click here, and I'll just search for menu. Okay, navigation menu. Yeah, okay, so it's asking us to select a menu, so I'll just click here and it will show you all the menu you've created. Remember, we created a header menu, but we don't need the header menu. We need this footer menu we created. So I'll just click on the footer menu. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's click here. Okay, let's see if it's saved. Oh yeah, we've not saved it. So click on this button to save. Okay, so I can just publish and click here. Let's see. Okay, we need to refresh the page, so I can just refresh this page. Okay, let's go to our footer builder. Okay, select the widget one. Okay, okay, I think now we can see it here because we didn't save it when we created it here. So okay, so now let's do some little design here. I'll just click on this button. Okay, show more settings. Okay, we don't have to set anything here. I'll just click on this design. Okay, because this is a link, so to change this color to this color, we'll use we'll use the link. We'll not use this heading or content. We use this link. So I'll just select this. Okay, and I'll select this color here. I think this color is fine. Yeah, I'll just select that color. I think that's fine. Okay, for the font size, let's see what font size is there. Let's see. So the font size is Roboto 16 pixel. So I will just come here, total font, title font size, no, content font size. I think this is 16 pixel. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think this is good for this. I can just click on publish. Okay, and the background is, I think, is not white, and here the background is white, so I'll just change the background from here. So I'll go to design, border color, that's background color. I'll just change it to white. Yeah, I think that's fine. So now let's add a heading. If you look here, you see that there's a heading here of services. So I'll just copy that and go here. I'll go to widgets. I'll click on this button there and click on heading, and I'll just take it up and I'll paste the services. Okay, I'll just change this to maybe H4. Okay, I think H4 is small. I'll just change it to H3. Yeah, I think H3 is good. Okay, I think that's all for this section. So to do for the next section, I'll just click on this plus icon, add a new widget, and click here, navigation menu. Okay, here I'll just select the same footer menu. So like I told you, if you want to do it, this is just a tutorial, so you can just create your own another footer menu and select it from this drop down. So but I'll just be using this same one I created here. So I'll just select the same footer menu. So I'll just give it the same design. So I'll just select this to design it, select this. For the image color or for the text color, I'll just select this. Okay, and for the content, I'll just make this 16 pixel. I think that's fine. Okay, and I could just select this and okay, heading, I'll take the heading up. Okay, what heading do we have there? I think this is about. Okay, I'll just paste it here, and here is h3. Yeah, okay, I think that's fine. And for this last one, okay, I'll just select okay, let's say h4. I'll just drag it here. Okay, and click on it, select this. Okay, nav menu. Okay, I'll just select this button, footer. Okay, so let's design it. So I'll just click here the same way we designed the others. Click on this button, just change the color to this. Yeah, okay, and change the size to 16 pixel. Just change the color to make it more darker. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, and click on this to add heading. I'll just click here and I'll just type heading. So what heading do we have there? Help. Okay, I'll just click and paste it here, change this to h3 and move it up. Yeah, so I think this is looking good to me. I'll just click on publish. So now let's do the last section, which is this. Okay, creating this form here. So I have this heading here. I'll just copy this and go back here and click on this button here, add this widget here. I'll click on the widget, I'll type heading, click here, and I'll paste the heading there. Okay, I think that's fine. I think H2 is fine. Yeah, I think H2 is fine. Okay, I'll just click on publish. Okay, so now let's create our form. Remember when we started, we installed a plugin, WP form. So we create our form with this plugin. So to create a new form, I'll just click hover on this, then this will pop up. I'll click on this add new. So we create our form using WP form. So just click here and I'll just click here to enter the name. I'll just close this. Footer form. Okay, so from here I can just click on, I'll just close this one and click here, create blank form. So just give it some time for it to load. Okay, so if you look here, we only have email. So I'll just copy that placeholder and go here. So email, I'll just drag the email here because that's the only thing we need. So I'll just click here. Okay, let's do some settings. Okay, go to advanced, medium, I'll change it to large. Okay, for the placeholder tests, have email address. Okay, show label. So this is the label. I don't want the label to show, so I'll click there to hide the label. Okay, I can just go here, settings, so confirmation. Okay, or go to general form. Okay, so instead of submit, let's change that to subscribe. Okay, I think that's pretty much everything. I'll just click on this button to save and click on embed. So use shortcode, I'll just copy this here and go back to my customization, click on here, and I'll just type shortcode, click there, and I'll just paste the shortcode I copied. Okay, yeah, so we have the form there, so I can just click on publish. Okay, yeah, I think everything is looking good to me. So this section is good. Okay, this section, we have the form here, we have these 3 sections. Okay, and we have the copyright text. So let's see how our website that we just created looks. Okay, so we have the header here. Okay, the 2 buttons, we have this hero section. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. Okay, this section, okay, everything is looking good, perfect. Okay, everything is looking good. See, okay, so you can just do you can just customize this the way you want. So I just gave you a total design how to go around it, so you get the idea, you get the point. Okay, so this section is looking good to me. Okay, yeah, very good. Now we have this. Okay, we have the form. You can enter, yeah, email, subscribe. Okay, this section is looking good. Yeah, I think everything is looking good. Yeah, everything is looking good to me. If you've watched the video to this point, I appreciate you. And if you have not subscribed, please, the only thing I'm asking you for is to click on the subscribe button, like this video, and if you have any question, drop it in the comment section and I'll be responding to all your questions. See you in the next video. Bye.